Welcome to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, home of the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. And Raider fans have been clamoring to get this one started all week. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. Just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the New Mexico State Aggies offense takes the field. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal flag. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. To the air, it's Briggs. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
So it's 3rd and 1, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. He looks that one in nicely. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So Middle Tennessee's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Dropping back, it's Collins. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, New Mexico State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Davis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back.
All kinds of running room. The 40, at the 30, 10. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll go to the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Reads it, fires complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Got it in the middle, it's Kennedy. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. A little screen to the running back. Bulls his way forward. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. After the first down completion, it's second and short. The inside handoff. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it first and 10. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Auburn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got 3 on first down. It's second and 7. They feed him again. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Able to work into the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide out in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Back to pass, it's Briggs. Pressure coming. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Looking for a productive play on first down. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
So they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops the throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Briggs. He's got the back in the middle.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
On the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Let's see what they've got on second down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. The pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Aggies are flying down the field. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. At the 35, he's loose. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Now the pitch. Got some room headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get to it. He was fighting to get to it, but goes out of bounds at the 1. First and goal from the 1. This offense is in great position.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Let's go! They want to run this quarterback. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Looks as if he's going to run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play.
Off he goes! And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He'll pull it down, and he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football, you could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Looking to throw, it's Collins. Gets it to the back. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Looking to pass on second down. Complete to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. They're going to throw it again. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. The The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth.
Racing to the right. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
Dropping back, it's Collins. Got his man down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Ball marked at the 26. It's first and 10. He wants to throw. Back open in the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on 3rd. Gets it out fast. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, MTSU.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over Tulane. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. Here comes the offense on first down. Now on the option. Quick toss. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He'll toss it. At the 45 on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. And the Aggies are in the hurry up.
Good enough for first down.
And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the ball carrier there was just hoping his speed was going to get him to the outside to turn the corner, but nothing working. Defense forces him out of bounds for a loss.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
They're trying to get to him. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Oh, he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Murfreesboro than you do? A captivating game so far. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Floyd Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
First down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Right back to it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Kennedy. Can anyone catch it? And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a man. Catch in the middle, it's Kennedy.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in the kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! And that one will put them up here in the second half. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Kelly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Quick catch on 3rd down. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Looking for a man. It's Collins. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you see quarterbacks get like that. No matter what they do, they're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Now from inside the red zone. He makes the connection. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. A run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, go, New Mexico State.
Number 14.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28.
35.
They're lining up to boot it away.
Number 19. Set to kick it off.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Snagged in the middle. It's Kennedy. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
To the air, it's Collins. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
They'll run the option. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
He runs out of bounds at the 49. First down.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He'll pitch it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll toss it. Got room at the 35. He's had a day, 103 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Line gets set, first down. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the scheme, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of his QBs, got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap.
Touchdown, New Mexico State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and you get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Man, a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Finds a man on the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Bueno. Trucks through the defender.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here comes the option. Got enough for the first. There he goes down the right side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggie. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. But they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over Tulane. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Got out of trouble and throws. Quick strike complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground, put it in the end zone.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. We've got a tie game, and this defense will try to keep it that way with just a few minutes left. On the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Line getting set on 2nd down. The option look. He'll pitch it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra 1st downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Middle Tennessee.
New Mexico State to the line after picking up the 1st down. On the option. Now the toss. Dances away from one. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Goes to the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. You've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They'll give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
They'll try the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So now on comes the field goal unit. It'll all be decided right here. Win or lose on this kick. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot.
Middle Tennessee, 42.
Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played lately.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's a big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.